What's up, man? Yeah, it's like 6:30 in the fucking morning. I'm up looking at YouTube. I'm looking at my partner, Crypto Jeezy, on his YouTube channel, and he telling his story about how his Hurricane Katrina story. And I'm looking at him like, damn, Jeezy said he had to swim on a fucking on a door, like to float on a door to, you know what I'm saying, to get to the weed man and get back to his house. He almost drowned. So I'm like, damn. All right. When Katrina hit, I was in Lake Providence. You know what I'm saying? I was locked up doing time in Lake Providence. So I was straight. I was sheltered. You heard me? Plus we was up in North Louisiana, so we didn't really get it that bad. We had a lot of rain and shit, and the water got cut off and shit. But they just made us bath in the yard in the rain. You know what I'm saying? It was hot. The electricity went out. But that ain't my story. My story is when I lost everything in the flood in 2016. Yeah. See, what a lot of people don't know, they think a lot of people just came like to Texas and shit that from Katrina. Nah, they had a flood in 2016. You got to Google it or look it up. It's called the Great Flood of Louisiana. Baton Rouge went underwater. You heard me? That's the day I lost everything, and my daughter was born 3 days later. So, you know, like to tell you how it really happened. Um, my baby mama woke me up and she like, man, they got water coming through the door. So I walked downstairs. I seen a little bit of water coming through the front door. I'm like, man, shit, we gonna have to mop it up. You heard me? So after like 30 minutes, ain't no mopping this shit up. It's to our ankles and shit. I'm like, damn, I wonder how high it's gonna get. So like 30 minutes later, it's damn near to a nigga waist, you heard me? So I'm like, oh, this real. I thought the world was coming to an end. I'd never seen nothing like this before because for the simple fact, it wasn't even much raining hard outside. It rained that morning, but it stopped raining and the sun came out, but the water level was still rising, you heard me? So boom. After I realized, you know what I'm saying, shit, we just lost, I just watched my car float from one side of the parking lot to the other side of the parking lot. I'm like, oh, this shit real. So boom, I had to lay around there and go outside. See, I lived in a two-story house, you heard me? So I had stairs. I put my baby mama, all my kids in them upstairs, you heard me? And I went outside, me and this big ass dude, man. He was like 50-year-old dude, like a black dude. He was like 50, but he was swole, you know. I was like 35 at the time. So we made sure we got all the children and old folks off the street, you know what I'm saying? Like we was literally carrying them on our backs and shit and like water up to our chest, you know what I'm saying? So after we evacuated everybody off the street, you know what I'm saying? We got everybody out of there. Then the police got the nerve to pull up and try to, man, what's up, J-Dawg? Man, try to pat me on my shoulder like, man, you did a good job. I'm like, bitch, get your fucking hands off me, bitch. We've been out here rescuing people. Y'all gonna pull up 3 hours later after we rescued the last person. I'm like, get your fucking hands off me, bitch. But they trying to tell me like, man, you really is a good person. I'm trying to tell them like, fuck you, bitch. I just lost everything. You out here trying to pat me on my back. I'll break your fucking jaw, you heard? Yeah, but anyway. But yeah, I lost everything. I lost everything. My house, all my clothes, everything. My daughter, the flood came on August 16th. Yeah, my daughter was born on August 19th. You know what I'm saying? So we was really homeless in a hotel room at Motel 6 on Airline Highway. You know that's the slum. You know that's a junkie motel. Yeah, that's a straight murder hotel. We was in that bitch. The only thing nigga had was a pistol, a knife, and a little bit of food we bought from Dollar General. We just had one change of clothes. We had lost all our clothes, you heard me? Yeah. So we stayed there and eventually found a apartment in Biloxi, Mississippi. And I never came back to Baton Rouge after that. I went and ran up a couple million. And yeah, I never came back to Baton Rouge. But yeah, everybody think like Katrina is like the main flood. Nah, a lot of people lost their shit in the 2016 flood. Like it was fucked up. Like we thought the world was coming to an end because the sun was shining, but it was still flooding. So yeah, man. But I just want to tell my little flood story. You heard me? I ain't finna be telling too many stories, bro. But I seen my partner Jeezy on here telling his flood, like his Katrina story. I was like, damn, they had to float on doors and shit. It ain't get that bad, but like, we still could walk through the shit, but we lost everything. But but I said all that to say this. The flood was like a blessing in disguise because if that flood would have never happened, I'd still be in Baton Rouge, robbing niggas, shooting niggas, getting shot. You know what I'm saying? I'd probably be dead or in jail. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I left that bitch and made a couple million. And you know what I'm saying? And blew a couple million. On my way back to some more millions. You know, that part. Y'all have a blessed day, man.